Hi guys, so today we look at a similar function to sum, but this will specifically help you to sum values based on certain criteria. So this particular function, this particular function will help you sum values based on a certain criteria. So this is a normal practical scenario that where I have been encountering usually while doing some dashboards or any kind of analysis that I have to do. Some, if I compare sum and sum if, I would use sum if more during my practical experience than sum. So sum if is written like this. So this is the way it is written, and the syntax for sum if is you have the sumif formula, then you have uh, open brackets, then you have to specify the range based on which your criteria is based. So you have to have the criteria, and then the optional parameter is the sum range. Okay. Why this is optional? Because if you do not specify the sum range, then will automatically sum the range which is specified for the criteria. I'll show you an example of that as well. So what arguments which has to be supplied to sumif is the range first. So these are the range of cells that you want to evaluate by the criteria. Cells in each range must be numbers or names, could be arrays or references that contains number. You need to be very careful because it is based on some criteria. It could be blank or text values as well, which we can find out. The selected range may contain date in a standard format. So you can have dates as well. Criteria, the second argument is the form of number, expression, or a text that you want to uh, put a criteria on. And if the criteria is numeric, double quotation marks is required. Yeah. So let's see that. Uh, Lastly, the sum range is something which you want to add based on the criteria that you have selected. Okay. Now you can use wildcard characters like question marks or asterisks as the criteria, but we usually avoid that. But let's see how, first of all, how the sumif function works. So when I'm talking about sumif function, the formula goes or the function goes this way. So is equal to sumif, then we have the brackets, then the range that I want to specify in which you want it to be uh, filtered out. So suppose I want all the apparel to be sum. So I'll select the range, I'll say comma, and I want the apparels. So I'll say apparels, see to it that the name is properly selected. I usually take a unique of all the, I usually take the unique of all the values and then directly reference the cell. But right now we'll just go by what the criteria is required. So I'll say apparel, which needs to be in double quote since it is a quote, comma, the summary. So I suppose I want to sum the sales. Now, the point that you need to remember is the range that is being specified and the sum range that is being specified should be of equal length. Yeah. Or it will give me an error. But before getting into an error, let's see what is the output. So you can see the sum if is 8,400. So this is apparel, this is apparel, this is apparel, and this is apparel. So there are four criterias which has 4 rows or 4 records that has apparels, which will select if I manually sum them. So if I say sum of this record which has apparel, which is the sales, then you have comma another apparel which is here, comma the other apparel which is here, and the fourth one is here. So if I sum this manually as a adding a comma instead of using sumif, you'll say I get the same answer. Yeah. So sumif helps you to have a criteria level sum so that you get the required answer. Now I can have a cell reference. I can have this inputted here as well, and I can refer it. Instead of adding it hard coded in the formula, I would refer the cell in which I have mentioned as apparel. Now, the beauty of this is if I change this to electronics, automatically the sum will change. You'll see this. Yeah, the sum, if based on the condition, the sum has changed. Again, if I try to make it books, yeah, you'll find it has changed. So this is how you can use sumif formula to get your answers based on a specific criteria. Now, as I told you earlier, if my range is not matching, the sum range is not matching the range which is being specified, I'll say 20. If you see, I'll make it 15 so it is more visible. So the sum range is different and the category range is different. And if I try to get this, it will give me an incorrect answer. So it will give you an incorrect answer. Now let's understand, if I reduce the range and I increase the sum range, then what will happen? Yeah, it will still give me an incorrect answer because books are available here as well. It has only taken the books which are available in this 3 records that has been pushed into sumif formula. So you need to be careful while selecting the range so that you get the right output. You do not get an erroneous output. Yeah. Now, as I told you, the sum range is the option in sumif. The sum range is optional. So this particular part is optional. How? I'll show you. So I'll say sumif. I'll select the range as expenses or quantity. So I want to sum all the range which is less than 100. So what I need to do is I need to put it in double quotes and I need to put the sign as well. What you need to do. So I need to find out all the records which is less than 100. And I'll close the double quotes and I'll close the function as well. I am not selecting the sum range and automatically it will sum the quantity. It will take the range as the sum. Yeah. So this is how you use sumif to get a specified value. Based on the criteria that you select. So that's very, very important. Yeah. So sum range as such is used to sum values in a range based on a specific criteria or fulfillment of a specific criteria. Now you need to remember that sumif function returns incorrect results when you use it to match strings longer than 255 characters or to a particular string which has a value error. Also, the sum range argument does not have to be the same size and shape as the range argument, as I have shown you right now. And if there is a huge range, or I have taken only 20 records, 19 to 20 records, but if there are lakhs of records, it may take some time to calculate the sum. That is what you need to take care of while doing sumif. Yeah. So long story short, you need to understand that sumif is used to sum values based on a specific criteria. Hope I was able to make the concepts clear. Hope you understood the video, you loved the video. Do like it, share it across with your colleagues who want to learn Excel. Comment if you want me to cover any topics in this 365 days of Excel journey. And yes, do not forget to subscribe to my channel, because that's how you're going to get all the videos that I upload on YouTube automatically. And yes, that will keep me motivated to create such free contents for you all people. Thank you so much.